What's up, everyone? It's Crypto here, and what can I say? If you've been watching this, if you've been holding Ethereum, if you've been holding Bitcoin, Digix, you name it, I think these have been really good times. And as we speak, Ethereum is 4 cents away. I literally checked right before I started this video, hitting $18. It cut through 16, 17 with ease and grace, and it doesn't have any sign of stopping. I think Ethereum is such a smart thing to hold. Bitcoin is clearly gonna keep going up, as I've said before, and I will continue to say. Doesn't have any sign of possibly ending right now. And we still have the halvening about 3 weeks away. I lost count. It's gonna be June 10th. And up until that point, I can almost guarantee people are speculating. People are starting to believe more. People are learning. I convinced my boss at work right now to put in $50. I told him, Roddy, sir, if you put in $50 in Coinbase, then I promise to refund you back that $50 if you lose that money in 5 years. More than likely, it'll be worth $50,000 in 5 years, because what's gonna happen in 5 years, and actually 4 years, is that there's gonna be another halvening. So to put that into perspective, if you think about the last halvening, it happened, price shot up hugely, and then it cut about halfway, 50%, and it stayed there with a slow, gradual mount up to where we are right now on another bubble. And so the potential, if you look at the graphs actually of back leading up to the halving on Bitcoin, look it up and then look up what's currently happening. You zoom in on both periods of halvening, and they're so similar. Somebody posted on Reddit, I think it was a week ago or a week and a half ago, right before this peak hit, and they had put on the graph, they had zoomed in on what looked like it went up, slight dip, and then it went up a bit before hitting a complete peak. And it looked literally exactly the same. I'm sorry, in Miami we say literally a lot. Yeah, bad habit. It looked literally the same as just about now going into halving. It's crazy. Literally the same upward slope, slight peak, and then I bought a bunch. I literally just, I did believe that it was gonna go up in price, Bitcoin and Ethereum. I figured Ethereum wouldn't shoot up to as quick as it has that soon until after the halvening. However, Ethereum continues to rise. Bitcoin goes up, Ethereum goes up. Bitcoin drops, Ethereum goes up. It's insane. The utility of Ethereum is limitless right now with the design for smart contracts, the ability to program your money. That's something we've never seen before. And I think Rootstock, which is a side chain for Bitcoin, adding side chains, it might be just a little bit too late. Development seems to have been slow, where you have so much positivity and development, as I keep saying, inside of the Ethereum community, that I think that is really, Ethereum's no longer in second place. You know, it might be the first mover when it comes to smart contracts. And so it has the potential to be big solely because you can program it, and more people are already developing for that in mind state. And with Bitcoin, I don't know, maybe people start using Ethereum first before Rootstock is able to take hold. You can already program your smart contracts in Ethereum, so why would you wait? And development is only gonna keep increasing. Anyway, so this graph looked exactly the same as it does now. I bought a bunch, suddenly here we are, we're going straight up. And if you look at that graph, I'll tell you what, we have a way long way to go, because the price is probably gonna shoot up at least, I don't know, 10x, I would say, at least 10x. If it was at 450, I would go ahead and say you would expect a $5,000 Bitcoin, maybe, at least at its peak. It was what, the peak last one was $1,000, and then it'll probably drop. And barring the fact that we have no Mt. Gox incident, then the price might just actually not drop afterwards. Think about that. It might stay the same or keep rising And like Ray Kurzweil's theory that's been often mentioned on the singularity, and how technological innovation through Moore's law, as chip speed up every year and a half, now it's about 2 years, and the price is cut in half. It's exponential growth in technology. We're no longer slowly learning new things. If you look at a graph, the curve goes this way at how quick we learn things. So the more we know, the quicker we learn more. And through the things like the internet, we are able to harness the ability to communicate and store information that we gather collectively, and use what we've learned already to learn more. And so you reach this one point in the singularity, he calls it, where the rate of technological innovation is so fast that on the graph it literally goes straight up and hits that point, the single point that he stole a term from physics, the singularity, at which point we change almost as a species. And so it's interesting is that he just released, he was just quoted as saying that the blockchain has just gone exponential. So you will no longer see, and that's kind of what it looks like. It's kind of interesting, I have to say. The speed at which it's growing right now is just, it's an avalanche. It started to literally just go up, and then more people learn about it, more people become aware at the speed it's going. They don't want to miss out. More money comes in, or people that already have money in it start investing more money, and so there's all this new money coming into it. Old people who held, increasing the amount so that they can have more before the halving. And I guarantee once the halving comes, it's not like people are going to lose faith in the system. No, if anything, they're more aware if they weren't before, or they definitely want to hold for the next halving, at least a good amount of what they have. So I don't think we're gonna see a big sell-off. I think we're seeing a complete change. Blank fine. Someone just made it, Goldman Sachs, they believe in blockchain. Microsoft believes in blockchain. They just bought LinkedIn today. They bought LinkedIn. Microsoft is looking to the future and they're using the Ethereum blockchain to run their Azure cloud platform. Might be genius, a smart way to save money. I don't know, but they're looking to the future. The creator of Visa, someone told me in the comments below in the last video, said that he is a big supporter of blockchain. I mean, when you look at people who are super huge in finance, they have influence, they have the money, they have the intelligence, the education, and the awareness. Those people, they already have theirs. They're already getting into blockchain. They already own some Bitcoin. I guarantee it. Ethereum. They don't want to miss the boat. And so it's kind of sad to me that I look at people who will just ignore what's going on. Like, why would you ignore the potential? Put in a little bit of money at least and see what happens in 5 years. What do you stand to lose? You stand to gain so much more than you stand to lose. And I don't know if it's gonna be Bitcoin's gonna be around something better, or Ethereum. I would encourage you to keep up to date. I'm gonna keep doing it here on this channel and letting you know what's going on, because as I've said before, by helping each other, we help the world. We help this thing move a little faster, and it's already picking up so much traction. And I'm so happy to be here, just a part of the community and sharing it with you guys. It's even though we expected it to go up, and I think it's gonna keep going up until the halving, and then Ethereum's gonna keep just shooting up to the end of the year. Maybe $30 on Ethereum, could be more at this rate, could be 50, who knows? And Bitcoin, honestly, I have no idea. I could go way up. I expected it, so you know, we all knew what was supposed to happen. However, we're seeing that run up now. Every time I use that Blockfolio app and I refresh it, I suddenly have, like, every minute or two, and I refresh it, I have like $10 more in my account. It's ridiculous. It's really exciting. I know you're all excited, and if you haven't picked up any Bitcoin, it's not too late. I'm signing up my mother today on Coinbase. That's what I'm gonna do when I get home, and it'll take some time for the passport and all the information to get approved for your bank account, for the money to come in. It'll take a little bit, but in about 5 days, she'll have some, and the price is gonna go up. I'm sure it will. And 50% of 5,000 is not the current price, which is 700. It's more like 2,500.